Well, hello there, YouTube. How are ya? Okay, the time has come with my wheels for my bike project that I want to polish the lip. Okay, so how I would have done this in the past was I'd be sitting on the ground with the rim on my lap and I'd be sanding away at it. So this is what we're starting with. You can see it's not the best. So what I done was I made up this machine. So basically what we have here is a load of this extruded aluminium stuff, as I call this, Lego for shed people. This gets dumped in work from time to time, and whenever I see it I bring it home because it is handy as a small pot. So I have the big piece on the bottom here. This is quite substantial. It's 100 by 25 and you have 3 slots on the top, so you can make all sorts of stuff out of it. So we have a washing machine motor that I got from a friend, which is a Welling 3-phase motor, much to my amazement. And I have this crossbar here, which is attached. There's 3 brackets there and there's 3 the far side. And I used 2 of the mounts here, and I made these aluminium inserts to go into it on the lathe, and so you can take the tension off when you're changing out the wheel. Have this spring on it here just to keep a bit of tension. I put this fan on it for nothing else other than the fact that I had it. That's out of an old welder. It's a 240 volt fan, just to blow air through the motor. And we have this here Amazon special inverter stroke variable frequency drive to drive the motor. Now initially I had the motor back here near the end, and when I ordered the belt, I don't know what happened, but I either ordered the wrong one or they sent me the wrong one, but however we made it work. So they sent us a shorter belt. Now the problem I had was the belt ribs were a little bit too small for the sprocket on the motor, or the pulley on the motor, so it wouldn't track on it. So what I done was I made these inserts here, or little nylon guides on the lathe, and they're just interference fit on the pulley, and that keeps it in place. So it just comes up here and it drives the rim off to the side to miss the valve stem. Now, so I have started a bit on this one. I'll show you it working now in a few minutes, but basically what we done here was we started off, it was all water paper, hence the tub of water there. So we started with 240 grit, 360 or 320, 400, 600, 800, 1200. We're up to 1500 on this now at the minute, and the idea is to get them as good as I can on this machine, and then I can finish them off on the other polishing machine down here that I made, which will get the luster up on them and blah blah blah. So this is just the prep work, really, the sanding. When it comes to polishing, all the best results come from the best prep. So rather than sitting with, I'm too old to be sitting with a rim on my lap and polishing it, and this is a lot easier. I can just put my old stool there and sit down and polish it. So I had to put these guards on it. Now these are not safety guards, these are, because you're using water paper, it splatters, so I needed to protect the motor and the variable frequency drive from getting splattered. So I put these on. And the way it works, I have another one here on the back, so when the water drips off the rim, it all kind of comes down here and it drips down into that bucket, which is kind of handy. So you have control of the speed with this yoke, with the variable frequency drive. So like I'm kind of experimenting now at the moment with feeds, or not feeds, speeds. I'm thinking of the lathe, but I found that I thought at the start that the faster it would be going would be better, but no. What happens is you generate too much heat and it ends up drying out the water. So this is normal tap water, a bit of washing up liquid in it to lubricate it, and keep the, you just keep dipping the paper to keep it clean. And yeah, so we'll get you set up in the tripod, and we'll fire this thing up and show you what it's all about. Okay, so what I've done is just got a sheet of 2000 and I cut a strip off and I cut it into 3, and what I do is I just keep going till the 3 pieces are worn out. So I just get a pair of gloves, they just sit well to the side, that's what I do. Let's start. So that's as fast as it's going anyway. Just fold the piece of paper in half. Get the rim wet first. So like I said, I worked my way up from 240 grit. This is 2000. I want to go, the place I had, that was the highest grit. That I went and got the paper, it was the highest grit they had. So I'm going to try another place. I want to see, can I get some 3000, 2500 or 3000. And if I can get it, well and good. If not, it is what it is. So you can see that the water just drips down here onto the piece of Perspex. It ends up going down into the bucket. It's a beauty the way I have this done with this here is actual proper wheel spindle. The wheel is riding on its own bearings, so it keeps everything straight and it's not flopping around. So I just got 2 pieces of round bar and I sliced them in half, and they're just cable tied on, so it's to stop the wheel wandering over and back. Well, it didn't anyway, but I just put them on it just in case, because I was playing with it here when I made it first to see how fast it'd go, and the wheel wandered off, so I just said I'd make those to stop that happening. So basically I just keep going until the paper is kind of worn out, then flip over to the other side. Plenty of water is the key. Funny, I had to staple some plastic bags to the ceiling because there was a big line. But it's still easier than the alternative of doing them the other way. Don't forget this part of the rim here. You could modify this if you were doing car wheels. You could go to the scrapyard and get a hub to suit whatever wheels you're using, so you can mount your wheels that way. You can feel that when the paper is worn out, because you can feel you can't feel the abrasion under the paper, it's just sliding, so, which is where this piece is coming to now. You can tell by looking as well, it gets all worn out. So I found that where I slice the piece of paper off and cut it into three, that by the time I have the three pieces worn out, I'm pretty much where I need to be. So I posted this on a forum I'm on. Somebody said, "Oh, that looks very dangerous." It would be dangerous if you're stupid, yes. This is not how to make the machine or whatever. This is how I done it. So if you want to do something similar, it's at your own risk and it's completely up to you. But I always like to work smarter, not harder. Papers like this, it wears out pretty fast though. Where did it go? Right, so you can see there, it's after the 2000 grit. Now it's still a bit dull and hazy, so that's why I want to try and get the 3000 grit or the 2500, or maybe just a case of spending more time actually polishing it with the higher grit. But like, that's what we started off with, very heavy oxidization, and someone had sanded this wheel before. They left quite deep sanding marks in it, so that created a bit of work for me, but I'm quite pleased with that. I do believe that, you know, you go at that with the other machine, with the proper polishing compounds and the fine and coarse wheel, I think that it'll bring that up. But I just want to see, can I get the other paper? So I'm just going to show you now. I give you a demonstration of how fast this thing will go. And we get you sorted out. That's about half. I don't like to go too quick with it because it tends to want to jump a little. But that's 200 hertz. The motor is rated at 300 and something. So it'll go another bit quicker than that. But I don't like pushing my luck, so. Hey, what we might do now, just for the crack, is I'm going to hit that with a bit of Autosol and see what happens. Little more speed. So, went at it with a bit of office oil there. It's quite shiny, but I do believe that when I get at it with the other machine, spend a bit more time at it. Ooh, there we go. Spend a bit more time at it, I'll get them better. So that is my homemade wheel lip polishing machine. Well, it's more of a sanding machine, because that's what you're doing. You're just sanding them, getting them ready to hit the polishing machine down the back. So, but like, that's a decent finish. It's just a little cloudy. I believe the other machine, I'll cut that off, no problem. So there you go. I hope you find that interesting. And where are we? There we go. It's quite a simple little thing, but it's effective. A bit like myself, simple but effective. And I hope you find that interesting. So we'll get you in the next one. All the best.